Okay, good morning, everybody. This is Nicole Whitlock with eCom Sellers. And today we are talking about planning your morning. I hope that you're all doing well. I had some technical problems the other day trying to figure out what's going on with my mic. So I hope that my sound is good. So, my name is Nicole Whitlock. I'm with eCom Sellers, and we meet every morning to do our daily planning session for our e commerce business, setting our intention for the day. You can join us in our Facebook group. It's called E-commerce Planning. You can also, so if you go onto Facebook and look for e-commerce planning, you'll find us there. My passion is to help people to increase their productivity, increase their focus, their increase their productivity, along with helping them to be more successful and be more intentional in their business. So, we are going to hopefully get started this morning and talk about our e commerce businesses and what we can do today to help us to reach our goals, our mission, whatever it is we're doing in our business. So, I'm sharing my screen right now. I'm not really sure what is going on. There it goes. All right. So, share my screen. If you're in the Facebook group, I'm sharing the screen so that we can actually step through. We have the digital econ planner, and we can step through that and help people increase their productivity in their e-commerce business. So, for 2022, what are your goals? What are your goals? What are your goals? Do you have established goals on how many listings that you want to create? Do you have established goals? How much money you want to make? How what you plan on doing in your business? What are your goals for your e-commerce business? I have absolutely no idea, but you do. Hopefully you do. If you don't, one of the first things I do want to suggest to you is to sit down and actually write out some goals. And if you grab the ecom planner or you get the digital ecom planner, you'll be able to establish your goals inside of your planner. So as you think about 2022, you know, kind of assess what were your numbers in 2021, and so that you can make some decisions about what you're shooting for in 2022. This is the last full week of March. Next week will be a partial week. So, this is our last full week of March. So, what are those things that you really wanted to get done in your business in the month of March? What were your goals or objectives? And if you don't have any, again, I suggest you sit down and write them. So, when we talk about goals, we're either talking about how much you want to make each day, each week, each month. And the way you get to those numbers is first, like, okay, what's the end result you want to see on December 31st of 2022? Our prayer is that we'll all make it there. And when we get to that date, if the Lord says the same, what is the end result that you're looking for? Are you looking to increase your sales by 25% over last year? Are you looking to double your sales? Are you just looking to make some sales? Are you looking to, just make $100,000 this year, or $50,000 this year, or $1 million this year? What is your goal for your business? Is it to launch your Shopify store, to uh, start drop shipping, establish wholesale accounts? What are your goals? So think through, what is your e-commerce method for 2022? What's your goal, ultimate goal? If you've already established a method, maybe you're drop shipping right now, or sorry, maybe you're doing retail arbitrage and you want to start drop shipping, or maybe you're doing wholesale and you want to start print on demand. Okay. So what are your wholesale goals, and establish that? How much do you want to make? And then what are your, print on demand goals? Where do you want to be in your print on demand business? How much would you like to actually make? Or do you just want to be consistent about what you do every single day? So I want you to think about those things first. Then let's back into some numbers, because the numbers are always important. It's the data, it's the consistency of the data to help you to get to where you want to go. So if you're going to do print on demand this year, then you want to introduce it. When are you going to introduce it? When are you going to make some time to make sure that you're learning a little bit more about print on demand, or drop shipping, or whatever it happens to be? So you got to make some time for that. And the way that you make time for that is to plan for it. You have to be intentional. You got to create a planner so you can be intentional about that. Um, as you think about whatever new venture you want to get into, or you think about what you're already doing, if your goal is to get to 100K, then what's it going to take to get going on that 100K starting from today all the way to December 31st? Well, you want to take your goal number, whatever that number is, and divide it by the number of months remaining in this year, by the number of days remaining in this year, weeks remaining in this year, and the number of days remaining in this year. Those three numbers are going to tell you how much you need to be shooting for each month, how much you need to be shooting for each week, as far as what I need to reach in my goals for my sales, and how much you need to shoot for each day. Um, Looking at your data and focusing on it, making sure that you're doing things that are going to move the needle in your business, that is extremely important. Doing things that are going to move the needle. So if one of the things that you're challenged with right now is just being productive, just being consistent in your business, then when you are working in your e-commerce business and you build a daily schedule, what are the activities I'm going to be doing each day, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening? Then you write those out and you plan your day. You include and incorporate the stuff that you have to do for your family, some upcoming activities or events. Some people are on spring break right now because it's March the 24th. Some people have already had their spring break. Um, but make sure that you incorporate something that you're doing in your business every single day to move the needle. Well, one thing you should be doing every day is creating listings, no matter what. No matter what, you should be creating listings. So if you're not currently consistent about creating listings, then you need to put that on your schedule and make time. Make time for what's important in your business, and that is creating listings. Okay. If you're not being consistent in your business about maybe you're not doing a really good job on sourcing and you want to get better at sourcing. Okay. So make time in your business, keep listing, keep sourcing, but make time in your business each week to set aside for learning how to get better at sourcing, learning how to find suppliers, learning how to vet products better, learning how to do deep product research. Set aside time for that. Maybe your problem is product research. Maybe you don't have a problem with suppliers. So, again, what are the things that you need to improve gradually over time? We're just moving the needle an inch. Your goal is to move the needle an inch every day, so that way by the end of the year, before the end of the year, definitely before Q4, your business is incrementally improved between now and before Q4. Okay. So you need to make time for those types of things. And the only way you're going to make time for it is what? You got to plan it. So, what do you have on your agenda? What do you have on your schedule for each day in your business, each week in your business, and each month in your business? When are you going to source for specific types of products? Maybe you have a history of products that you've been selling, or you've got a private label product that you're selling. And so you've got that history of that private label product and it's doing just fine. And you're not having any problems with it, and you decide, I want to add complementary products. Maybe I want to get better at ads, so I want to increase my ads and my promotions. Maybe that's the thing you want to focus on. Again, being intentional about increasing your ads, learning how to get better at creating ads, learning how to target your audience better, maybe building an audience. Maybe you've got to work on email marketing. I don't know, but you do know what it is. And the only way that you're going to be able to figure out what you need to focus on, and we'll talk about like the month that's coming up, which is April, is you actually got to start pulling out a plan. So, in our daily planning, one of the things that we do is we kind of two things. We make time for planning. We make time for planning by actually sitting down and pulling together our plan for each day. The night before, we set aside 15 minutes, and the morning of, we set aside 15 minutes so we can be intentional. The night before, if we've got a daily plan, we're going to go through and we're going to see how we did today. So today is Thursday. Last night we would have gone through to assess how was Wednesday. What did we get done? What did we not get done? Or do we even have a schedule? If you don't even have a schedule yet, then I want to encourage you to write your schedule today if you don't have a schedule yet. But in any case, go through the night before, or at least put this on your schedule to do tonight, and you're going to assess your day. So build your plan for today and assess it. What are some of the things that you need to carry over from today to tomorrow? And that would be from Wednesday to Thursday. What are the things that you maybe need to move to next week or next month? They're weekly tasks or monthly tasks. So go through and assess how you did today. Update your stats, your tracking stats around the data that you're going to be paying attention to every single day. Why does that matter? Because as you look at your data every single day, it will increase your awareness about what you are or are not doing in your business. Two, it'll help you to focus on that information, especially as you flip through your planner. If you've got the digital planner or you've got the written planner, as you flip through it and you start to see a bunch of blanks, that's going to tell you, okay, I got a lot of blanks. Why do I have a lot of blanks? There might be a justifiable reason for that, but there may not be. And it just could be that you are very inconsistent in your business. You procrastinate. And so hopefully that's going to help you kick yourself, get your butt into gear so that you can start being more productive in your business. You can get things going. So go through and log your stats for Wednesday. What were your number of listings that you created? What were your sales for the day? How many promotions did you run, if any, ad promotions? How many items got shipped, whether you fulfilled it or somebody else? So go through that. How many listings did you rework or revisit? How many hours did you actually work in your business? Be consistent about tracking that information. And then, so that tomorrow is not a surprise for you, go through and look at your online schedule. It can be your work schedule, family schedule, personal schedule. What's on the agenda so that you don't have surprises? Because again, if you've been procrastinating, if you've been inconsistent in your business, then you have those little surprises that kick you. And then the next thing, last thing before you go to bed, is to build out your schedule for Thursday. Let's be intentional about the things we're going to work on, the things we're going to do. If we're listing on Thursday, what are we listing? What are those products that we're listing? What product research or listing research do we need to do? What sourcing? Where are we sourcing from? What are we sourcing? So an example of what are we sourcing is, that's my morning alarm. An example of what are we sourcing is, are we sourcing for inventory for Father's Day? Are we sourcing for inventory for back to school? Yeah, school's going to be out and they're going to be going back to school. It's an endless cycle. So are we sourcing for inventory for the summer? Are we sourcing for our wholesale product? Are we sourcing for complementary products that go well with whatever the private label product that we're selling? What are we sourcing for? Or are we looking for new product ideas? Maybe we're doing product research for new product ideas for the month of May, or new product ideas for the month of June, or maybe we're creating listings for Mother's Day. I don't know. But again, being intentional about what you're doing in each one of those time slots. Okay. So what do you have on your agenda for today? And building that schedule the night before, then getting up in the morning. And now we're ready to hit the ground running. We're going to go back and we're going to reassess what we actually had planned yesterday, because sometimes the day is long, and doing this at the end of the day, sometimes we're a little tired. Our brain has an opportunity to go to sleep, get up, reset, and we have like fresh thoughts. We have that aha moment of what we forgot. We didn't mention, we did that yesterday. I didn't write that down. Everything matters, especially if you are a person that's been procrastinating in the past. So what did you do yesterday in your business? Did you forget 2 or 3 things that you need to make a note? Then you should go add those. And the reason you should add them is because your goal is to start getting better at building a more inclusive more accurate schedule of where your time is going, especially if procrastination is your problem or inconsistency is your problem. You got to build a better schedule for tomorrow. So go through the process and reassess Wednesday. Did you include everything? If not, add the stuff you forgot about, the little stuff and the big stuff. You may discover over time there's a pattern in what you do. The next thing is your priorities for this week and habits for this week that you're tracking. So, what are the priorities for this week? Again, this is the last full week in March. You got a partial week next week. So, what were the priorities? Because you've got, since it's Thursday, you have one more day as far as a business day is concerned to hit that on the uh, Friday is the last business day. So you've got one more day to get that done. And if there's anything that's business related that you can only do Monday through Friday, and you're trying to get it done in the last full week of March, then today and tomorrow are it. So look at those priorities and then potentially make adjustments to your schedule for today. You do have we have 5 days next week. Then we have reviewing the schedule that you wrote last night. I would encourage you to read it out loud, maybe rewrite it, speak it, though, so that way, and you're activating whatever it is your subconscious mind was thinking about last night. If you went through your schedule for Thursday last night, your subconscious mind has been thinking about it all night. It's like a crock pot. It's been stewing. It's like, okay, now you're ready to hit the ground running. So you let your subconscious mind pass it over to your conscious mind like a relay race and track and field. And it's like, okay, now I'm handing the baton to you. Let's get going. And so your conscious mind is like, okay, let's go through this schedule. So when you're thinking about your schedule, I do want to encourage you to include all of the things that you have happening in your life. Seriously, like include the regular stuff that you do anyway that happens on Thursdays. Maybe Thursdays you have Bible study. I don't know. Maybe Thursdays your kids are involved in soccer. I really don't know. You know what you got going on. Maybe Thursday is one of your key sourcing days. And so, yeah, that's great. It's already on your schedule. It's an activity that will help your business. You got to acquire inventory so you can create listings. That's definitely going to help your business, because doing product research and not doing anything with it's not going to help your business. Actually doing something with the product research, that's what's going to help your business. So go through and make sure that you're including everything that happens in your business, everything from family to kids to everything, school work, if there's homework that you got, kids got tests coming up. So if you were already doing homework every day, then just keep that on your list so that way you're accounting for where your time is being spent. And you're also reducing the little surprises. As a busy mom, I can tell you, sometimes there are surprises like, oh crap, next week I've got blah, 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 whatever it happens to be. So next week for me, I've got my son's art because I have 2 special needs kids, and we have the review of the IEP for my son. So there's a lot of prep that I got to do this week in order to be ready for next week. And as I'm thinking about my schedule, like that's not a surprise. That's something that's going to happen. So it sort of reduces the surprises. Other things that are coming up is maybe you've got plans for Easter and you're planning on traveling for the week, or maybe you've got plans for Mother's Day, or you've got plans for something else. You want to take into account those things that may be coming up that will disrupt your goal, your objective of being consistent and being productive in your business. So make sure you account for those things as well and make adjustments to the schedule, maybe the week before or the week after, so that you don't lose that momentum, because your goal is to get momentum in your business and to continue to sustain that momentum every day, every week, every month in your business. We're moving the needle. That's the goal. All right. So I hope that today you go through the process and you kind of look at where you are, how things are going, and what is happening in your business. Go through and update your digital planner for today, writing out the things that you're going to do in the morning, the afternoon, and evening. If that works best for you, if you want to set time blocks, you can do that. Make sure you document your main goal for the day and that objective. And then I do encourage you to come back, like share this out to a friend. come back and join us. We're going to be doing our monthly planning for the month of April, and that is starting on Sunday, the 27th. So on the 27th, we're going to go through and plan our goals for the month of April. We're going to make some decisions in our business about what we're going to do and what we're going to focus on. And we're going to make sure that we're, doing the make sure that the things that we do focus on or where we're going to invest our time and energy are things that are going to make a difference in our business. So again, my name is Nicole Whitlock. I'm with eCom Sellers. We are live in the e-commerce planning Facebook group. I invite you to come back and join us. We're also live on Clubhouse. So share this out with a friend. Let someone else know about it. Grab your eCom planner at www.myecomplanner.com. Let's all blow up our e-commerce businesses in 2022. Let's all double, triple, quadruple our numbers in 2022. And the best way to do that is to plan. All right. I am glad that you're here with me. I hope to see you tomorrow. And for now, I'm going to say goodbye. Goodbye for now. Bye, y'all.